I'm suffering right now based on my own choices, but I know because God told me I'm Emmanuel. And when I looked up Emmanuel, it says God is with us.
Yeah, I
And I
love
said,
that
okay,
name.
God, you are with me. So let's go. And when we walked down that hallway towards the operating room, I always say it felt like the walk of death. But there was nothing I could do. It was like taking God's hand and saying, okay, God, I know I'm about to die, but
Yeah,
if, if you're really who you say you are,
you'll
then
bring
you
me
gonna
back.
bring me out.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
that's what happened.
Speak on
God
it.
wants us to do this, and we're like, well, I want to do this.
Right.
You know what I
Speak on
mean?
it. Yeah.
So that's the boat I was in. It was like God was talking to me and dealing with me about self-love, about choosing better relationships, about healing certain things that I went through so that I can choose better partners. But I still I was kind of listening because like I had went celibate for 2 years.
Mhm.
And then I had a one night stand and I got pregnant with my son.
And that's the one that you had.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and I had to make a decision. I said, okay, I always tell people if you're thinking about an abortion, just take it before God yourself
Hmm.
because this is a personal walk,
Yeah.
and this is not to condemn anybody or judge anybody. It's you taking the time to go to God yourself. It wasn't easy because after when God brought me back, that was just the beginning because there was so much that God wanted to heal me from just about that experience itself.
Yeah.
And there was so much that like healing and work that I've had to do every single day. Like I still am healing,
Yeah.
from childhood things and from also from just that situation, just going through a near death experience. And there's so much I'm learning about loving myself and being able to love other people and like who Christ really is, what unconditional love really is, what the sacred heart of God really is. And so I would say it just began to help people heal on an emotional level, on a DNA level. And that's what I call water alchemy. It's not just
Okay.
using water, speaking to water. You could speak to water and you could take a bath, and that's and speaking in the bath into the water, that's great, but speaking to life, to our own DNA and to each other, for two feminines like this, we're divine beings because we can come on here and it's complete love and a complete flow of the spirit, right?
Right.
And we've allowed ourselves to heal in certain areas that I can see your beauty and you can see mine, and we can
Right.
collaborate together. But like what happens a lot is like there's a lot of unhealed people, and they can't collaborate and they can't do things because they have envy in their heart and they have jealousy in the
Mm.
heart and they have hatred in their heart. And it's just because they got to cultivate some love within themselves to say, okay, I'm not supposed to be like Erica. Erica ain't supposed to be like Sarah. Erica's supposed to be Erica. Sarah's supposed to be Sarah. And in that is the divinity of the call and the filling of the templates, the blueprints of who our prime creator made us to be, with other divine beings, divine individuals that have purposes. Like this is vision rebirth, right down my
Yes.
alley. You're
Right.
constantly having a new vision. You're constantly being birthed into another evolution, another version of yourself.
Yeah.
And so it's like that's right down my alley. That's what I do. So I always try to tell people, like, you're not your situation. You're
Yeah.
not the things you've gone through. Those things that you've gone through, there, it's a part of a blueprint. It's for a reason, so that you can step into your purpose fully and have that weight behind it, like that
Mm.
experience behind it.
Right.
So it's like, oh yeah, I can get through this because so and so has been through something similar and blah 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 blah, and look at their testimony. So it's like my life is living proof that God is real. So in my healings, like I do, my favorite stuff to do, I love music and poetry and stuff like that, but what I find that has helped the collective the most is like my readings. So I just am a vessel, I'm just a vessel, I'm just the messenger. So I just ask God, like, whatever you want to say through me. And then, I put out collective videos. When someone wants to book a one-on-one with me, can do whatever basically they want to do. If they want to do a love reading, if they want
Okay.
to do like a life purpose or a past life or anything like that. But I always tell people, I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. Like God is in the business of not changing our situations, but changing who we are and like
Speak
making
on
us
it.
into the better versions that
Mhm.
we're supposed to be. So like a lot of the times when people get like love readings, a lot of the times like inner child stuff will come up, because a lot of the stuff that blocks our love life is our stuff that we still haven't healed from our childhood or from past partnerships. And same thing with like I've done like past life readings and things like that, and some of that is wounds that comes up, wounds from a whole
Mm.
nother past life that you
Right.
don't even know you need to heal, but you're like, dang, that
You
that
still
hits a
carrying it.
that hits a
Mm.
spot.